Somebody else can get some. I just will get that too.
What?
Give me a moment and I'll.
You cell phone?
No. Give me a. Well, you get the reason why I'm planning on back to filming next week is because I just can't do this crap anymore. That's the main reason. What is it? Well, we're about to go green. What is it? I don't know what that is. The video's not even playing. Mother of God.
Car.
Alright, Corey Haim's on the pole with this one. God almighty. I'm not going to this entire lineup, but he is in fact on the pole. We do have some absolutely horrific drivers in the field, and I'm not going to try to be mean to any of them. But there are some people out here who I feel horrific for. I really do. Like, what's that one? Who's that French guy? What was that guy's name again? Michael Disdier. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm feeling bad for him. Yeah, him. Us and Stephen Malozzi most likely might cause a sport ender. Hopefully they won't, but I'm not liking their chances. They're starting second to last and last respectively. Austin Cindric and Corson Hocevar are the pit road reporters, and we might honestly see some crazy stuff down there. Yeah, it's the drivers only broadcast, so they have Kevin Horvick, Brad Keselowski, and Jerry Logano in the booth, and then they have Cindric and Hocevar on pit road. So we're about ready to go green here in just a moment. For I think it's 134 laps. I think I might be wrong. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's 134. I'm probably wrong though. Some say that Grant Enfinger is going to try to be on the right side of the crispy edge for the second straight year at Homestead. He did win this race last year. If you're wondering, Corson Hocevar during the Lost Drivers Only broadcast did in fact say right side of the crispy edge. I don't know who exactly invented that term. I'm pretty sure it was Hocevar during a night of Mooncore. That might be what it was. There's also wildfires near the racetrack, which I don't know. I gotta say, I've never seen wildfires. Yeah, that's called a wildfire, Mom. We've seen a lot of them this year in multiple different places. That was in fact some. I think they should be good for this weekend. But yeah, there's still some fires next to the track. All right, so Corey Haim's on the pole. As I've already mentioned. Of course, already won twice this year. Once at Daytona and the other at Las Vegas, which was last week. Usually, the Truck Series are pretty clean at Homestead, so, but the last few races have been in the daytime and not the nighttime, so I guess we'll see what happens. As tonight goes on, and I'm really I'm really liking the chances of Corey Heim, but he still has to deal with two Cup drivers and Ross Chastain and Kyle Larson. Yeah, 3 HendrickCourse.com trucks. We got Kyle Larson, Roger Carruth, and Corey Day. So Andres Perez de Laura, he did not get to participate in on the fun though. He's the only Spire truck that's not sponsored by HendrickCourse.com. I guess they didn't want him to have fun. Lane Riggs, I think he's been pretty good this year. Just not been able to get anything done yet, but I'm liking his chances also. I don't think Homestead is anything like Darlington. Maybe it is. I've never raced it, to be God's honest. But I don't think Darlington is the way to describe it. I think Darlington's in 2 weeks, though. I was wondering why they were releasing Throwback so early, but Darlington is really in 2 weeks. They got Morrinsville, and then Darlington's the week after, so. Oh, crap, we're going green. Yeah, Shrikon Garage, Shruck's taking up the front row with Corey Heim and Tanner Gray. Green flags in the air. We're racing at Homestead. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Had to gonna put that one in. They're already gonna make... Oh, Lord. Oh, my Lord. We're already 4 wide through turn 1. And, of course, Ross Chastain was the one that did it. Oh, they're trying to wreck. And there goes Gio Rodrigo around in turn 1. And he's gonna get slammed. Ben Rhodes having nowhere to go. Already on lap number 1. Caution is out. Gio Rodrigo around, and he's going to collect Ben Rhodes. These trucks are very sensitive to damage. Their aerodynamics are so important, particularly on the front fenders. First caution already. And I said before the race started that usually the Truck Series is pretty clean at Homestead, but they did not even make it a lap. So I might have been a little premature with that statement. I think I might have been a little early with it. But you'll have that sometimes. All right. Yeah, Gio Rodrigo, there he goes around, and then Ben Rhodes having nowhere to go in that one. So, first caution already, which didn't take long at all. I keep forgetting her name's pronounced Breidinger. I just always call her Breidinger. Because that's how they used to pronounce it. Somebody just started calling her Breidinger. I don't know. His name's Rodrigo, right. I don't know. It's either Rodrigo or his name's something. I'm pretty sure it's Gio Rodrigo, though. That's what I've been calling him for a while. He used to be Rodrigo, but we finally updated. Well, we messed up a lot of wording on this tweet. I'm going to fix that. I do, in fact, live tweet the races. So, If I'm ever looking down, that's the reason why. It's because I also live tweet the races too. So I'm not gonna argue with it. Precaution currently out as Gio Reggio went around on lap 1. Ben Rhodes was collected. So early in this one, there's already a caution, which is probably the quickest that I've had a caution in the Shrek series at Homestead in a long time. Because it feels like they hardly ever act, but. Yeah. Oh well. Neat. Let's watch this video real quick. We're gonna take a live look at this one. I guess that's the way to word it. Alright, so, as I already mentioned, caution already. And... Alright, that's great. Never mind. Mom, also apparently last week, during IndyCar testing, Felix Rosenquist flipped his core, and just nobody ever said anything about it. I feel like if you flip, I don't know. Oh, we're not going to talk about that, but that was something that we talk about later. Apparently today is a National Frog Day. Actually, no, man, that was yesterday. Never mind. That was just an interesting thing I wanted to read. There you go. National Frog Day. Today that did in fact happen. But Corey Haim's still leading. They're under caution, so. Just looking through things for a moment before we go back green. Alright, so they should be shoes in this time. Didn't we just discuss what we saw in this rack? Is that what we did before we went to commercial? I thought we had already discussed what happened. Reggio just got loose. And then Ben Rhodes had nowhere to go. I thought we had already discussed that on the broadcast, but maybe not. Well, okay, we were not choosing that time. Yeah, UFL next Friday, the St. Louis Battlehawks and the Houston Roughnecks. That's next week, and then Saturday we get the San Antonio Brahmas versus the Arlington Renegades. Just in case anybody wants to watch that, there are some people that do enjoy UFL more than the NFL, which After the Super Bowl, I have more hope for the NFL. They can have like sometimes I wonder if the Super Bowl was a fever dream or not with the way the way the Chiefs got beat around. I don't know who Sebastian is. Like you can't. We'll talk about that tweet in a moment. But we're about to go back green. If the tweet has nothing to do with NASCAR, we're not going to talk about it because I've learned my lesson from other tweets that I've read live on stream, and I think I've learned my lesson. Oh, Sebastian Hinson, aka person who is supposed to be in the Minecraft movie. They never put his last name. They was able to put the last name of everybody else. They just didn't care about Sebastian enough. Okay, choosing this time. That's what we're gonna do. Corey Heim still leading. Kyle Lewis was able to get up a second on that first lap. Which there wasn't really much racing. They wrecked through turn 1 and never even got to turn 2. So, I can't forget that Brandon Jones is in the field. This is the first time Brandon Jones has over truck since 2020. That's probably why I don't remember that he's in the field. I mean, there's a lot of just random entries. There's Brandon Jones in the 1. There's Akinori Ogata in the 63 for his own team, because I guess he has a team now. There's Mikel Disdier, the French guy who almost killed Brett Moffitt like 3 years ago. Which is like the only thing about him that I remember. The only reason I remember Mikel Disdier is because... Let's see if Host ever says anything stupid. You know, Host Savor hasn't said anything wacky yet, so I'm very proud of him. He did get ratioed by Ross Chastain before the race, though. Well, Gio Reggio and Ben Rhodes are still out there, probably multiple laps down, but they're still both out there. Well, as I was saying, the only reason I remember Mikel Disdier is because he pretty much about wrecked Brett Moffitt at Las Vegas a few years back while going slower than a Christmas turkey. And that's pretty much the only reason why Kyle Busch actually won that race. Brett Moffitt would have, and Mikel Disdier wouldn't have said to not be stupid. Green flag's back in the air. Green. Great jump there by Corey Heim. This time we can actually make it through turn 1. We're already 3 wide, alright. We should make it this time, as long as we're not stupid. Okay, that time they actually made it through turn 1. And turn 2. They made it through all the turns. Still have 3 and 4 to go, though. Battle for the lead. Kyle Larson just going to go ahead and zoom on past, which is no surprise. He is a cup driver after all, and he's a lot better than most of these guys. So Kyle Larson going to take the lead. Little side draft by Corey Heim. And Heim's going to take the lead back, at least for this current moment. Heim got a little loosey, about just walled the heck out of Larson's what he about did. Well, now Kyle Larson's all over Corey Heim for the lead. That's gonna be oh God Almighty! That was gonna be a tight pass for the lead, is what I was trying to say. Kyle Larson still going for the lead. Heim still gonna lead that lap. Now Kyle Larson edges ahead again, and he's gonna have another cup driver behind him of Ross Chastain. I'm forgetting my wording. Corey Heim back to the lead. They're just kind of trading positions. We're gonna be here for a while. Once again, Kyle Larson going for the lead. We're gonna be here all night, I'm pretty sure. With the way this battle for the lead's going. And Corey Heim's going to continue to lead the field. Larson now going to dive deep through turns 1 and 2 to try to take the lead, and he'll finally get it for good. I think. No, he won't, because Corey Heim's not going to dive back to the bottom. This is a pretty good battle for the lead, though. And Ross Chastain's all over these two, and he's going to try to dive to the bottom. So Ross Chastain now well, he's not got the spot yet. Corey Heim is back to the lead. Larson can't go back to the bottom because Ross Chastain's all over him. A battle between Tyler Majeski and Tyler Ankrum for 5th. Tanner Greff is starting 2nd, is now back to 7th. So he's certainly doing something, I guess is the way to word it. He's not doing crap, really, but he's still out there. I don't know what was so funny. I was saying that he ain't doing crap. Stuart Friesen passed Roger Carruth for the 8th position. Yeah, 134 laps. I knew I was correct. I'm never wrong, in fact. I'm a smart little son of a gun. Either like Kyle Larson, once again, going to go for the lead on Corey Heim. And he should have it for good that time. Battle for 3rd between Lane Riggs and Ross Chastain. Corey Heim once again going to go for the lead. But this time, I think Kyle Larson's actually got the lead for good. Mom, Mikel Disdier's not dead last. So, I'm liking his chances of finishing somewhere other than last. Well, Kyle Larson leading the field. 18 laps to go on the stage. I feel like we've seen some good racing already throughout the field. I think that's a good way to put it. Battle between Chandler Smith and Grant Enfinger. That is for the 13th position. You got Ty Majeski in 5th. I completely forgot that he was last year's champion. Honestly, I cannot even remember that he was. I keep forgetting that Ty Majeski did in fact win the championship last year. It's something I don't think about a lot, but he did in fact do it. I don't know what the did he win? Oh no, he didn't win at Homestead last year. That was 2022. And we're going to commercial. Okay, now we're going side by side, so we can still talk about racing during commercial. Kyle Larson is leading. That's not even Kyle Larson though. Actually, it is, but you wouldn't know because there's 3 different HendrickCars.com trucks in the field, and they all look exactly the same. See, I don't really. It's gonna take me a while to get every which one of them figured out. Kyle Larson's the best running of them though. He's leading. Then Roger Cruz in 15th, and Corey Days in 17th. So, battle for 2nd. Between Lane Riggs and Corey Heim. Riggs just took that spot. He has some lap traffic. Mikel Disdier, the first one to go a lap down. Steven Malozzi has probably went a lap down as well. We didn't show him, but he's dead last, so he's probably already went a lap down. If I was a betting man, he's probably already went a lap down. Daniel Hemrick in a battle with Stuart Friesen for whatever spot that is, because I have no clue what spot that is. I actually have no clue what spot that is. That's just a spot on the racetrack. Yeah, 3-track battle here. Stefan Porsons, Connor Mozak, and Matt Mills for the 18th position. Now a battle between Stuart Friesen and Brandon Jones for, I believe that's the 9th position. Steven Malozzi is already on pit road. He's had a rough go of it in that 2-truck this year. His only other start, he was out of the race by lap 17. So he's had a rough go of it this year in these 2 races that he's ran. He's already on pit road, so not liking his chances. He was already dead last, so I guess it couldn't have gotten much worse. You know how bad it has to be to where you are running worse than a guy who is so slow to the point it's not even funny how slow that he is. At least Mikel Disdier has learned how to actually, you know, not get in front of cars way faster than him.
Don't worry about the driving with Pods. Pack at your pace, store your things until you're ready.
Battle for fourth. As Ty Majeski going to go on past Ross Chastain.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nation
Is there a female equivalent to March Madness?
were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Is there? I had no clue there was a women's March Madness. I thought only males got that. I guess women basketball still has it. I guess.
Heck yeah, that's that.
I don't think you ever asked me that. If you did, I don't remember it.
You said only men.
I never said that because you never asked me that. At least I don't think you did. I can't honestly remember. Corey Heim going to take second back from Lane Riggs. Well, he did for about 2 seconds. Now Lane Riggs is going to pass him right back. The team name is the Jersey Gooners. What team do you speak of? Oh, it's an iRacing team. I was wondering, what were they speaking of? Was there a team in the field called the Jersey Gooners? Was that a name of a team in the field? Corey Heim and Lane Riggs still battling for second. I honestly can't really talk about nothing else other than this, because this is the only thing that's happening on the track. There probably is more. I've seen some good racing throughout the field.
Where's Larson?
Oh, he's leading by like a second currently. So, Keith McGee gonna go a lap down in the 22 truck, who's also had a go of things. He's not racked any this year. He just had a go of things. That's pretty much it. What do you want? Can we pull up that one little guy that Jamie, see if we can find that video. See if we can find a video of a goddamn. Seriously though. We do have some good racing throughout the field, as more lap traffic are getting in the way. Your third truck battle, Caden Honeycutt, Brandon Jones, and Chandler Smith for the 11th position. Caden Honeycutt just slid horrifically high, but that shouldn't hurt him. And it did not hurt him at all. Stephen Malozzi is already out of the race. I mean, at what point does it just get... Well, what point does it just get depressing? At what point is it just depressing? Well, I gotta say, I think the two might have honestly been a Staunton pork. That might have been the case. I know Staunton porks aren't allowed in this day and age, but that might have honestly been what it was. More lap traffic as Spencer Boyd gonna go a lap down. That's gonna draw Lane Riggs up to Kyle Larson. Honestly, that might not have been the reason. Lane Riggs has just absolutely blistering truck. An absolutely great truck. I mean, just an absolutely neat truck, in fact. One of the best trucks of the field. And he's able to keep up with Kyle Larson. He's made the lead under a second, and he's also drawn Corey Heim up there once again. And Heim's actually going to go for second. Even though about for second, we're going to show the battle for 50th. Corey Heim back to second. Not for luck. God almighty. Now Lane Riggs just broke his ankles in half. Lane Riggs going to go back to second. At least he should. And Corey Heim now back up to second. He's going to go for the lead for like the 15th time now. Heim can't get it yet. Kyle Larson going to keep the lead. 3 laps to go in the stage. I'm not even joking. Stephen Malozzi about pulled into victory lane. I'm not even joking with it. He actually about did. He somehow thought that the path to victory lane was the pathway to the garage. You know, I'm not gonna make fun of him. I'm just gonna say that that's the first time I've ever seen it. Corey Haim not even gonna try to go by Kyle Larson. At least not at this current moment. He's not. So Kyle Larson gonna continuing to lead. 2 laps to go now on the stage.
Yeah, you see that debris right there. Kyle Larson's grill, so definitely picked up some debris right there.
But now he's gonna dive to the bottom, and I think he might get it for good this time.
Might be able to do it right here, guys. He's close enough. There he is.
He's gonna be able to side draft him on the back stretch and see if Lane Riggs does anything. Yeah, Lane Riggs trying to make it 3 wide. That was never gonna work. Corey Haim back to the lead. I don't think you know what a slide job is, but you know close enough. That's not what a slide job is. I think there's a difference. 1 to go in the stage. Kyle Larson once again gonna go for the lead, gonna dive back to the bottom. I think these tires are already getting wore out pretty quick by what we're seeing. But Kyle Larson still gonna go for the lead. Not gonna be able to get it. Maybe some side draft. Nah, he's not gonna be close enough. Yeah, and Larson might lose second to Lane Riggs. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Lane Riggs gonna go past Kyle Larson for second. Corey Haim got a little loose, but he's still gonna hold on to get the stage 1 win. So stage 1 to Corey Haim. Kyle Larson's barely gonna get second. It says that Lane Riggs got second, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but they updated it. I want to say, following some things we've seen this week, I think we honestly need to kill Jamie Little. Either way, though, we're gonna go. Kane has challenged the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, to a wrestling match. I brought it up earlier. I feel like I just don't understand it. I don't know why Kane wants to wrestle Tim Walz. Why does the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee, want to wrestle Tim Walz? You know, I'd love to see Tim Walz wrestle, though. I feel like we'd get a lot of stuff out of it. Probably not, to be God's honest, but, you know. Yeah, Kyle Larson had some debris on his nose, so that probably wasn't helping his cause any. That might have honestly made things worse. You low-key can bring a horse to water, but cannot make him drink. All right. Well, at least we can agree on something. Huh? Shut up, please. Alright. Alright, we get it. We get it. Don't worry. Alright. Mother of God, that's just ridiculous. I don't know who's worse at play-by-play, Kevin Horvick or Jamie Little. What I wanted to say, by the way, was even though Kevin Horvick is not so far not been good at play-by-play, I still have no clue. I'm just happy they did not keep Joey Logano as play-by-play commentator, because he actually is just horrific at it.
There's no Mount Dewey there.
Alright, I have a hangnail and I cannot get it out, so I'm just gonna stick with it until it disappears. What is a Shrek ball? A Shrek ball. A Shrek ball. Is it? Huh? I don't know. They apparently Kyle Larson's gonna get a Shaq ball adjustment.
Track bar?
Track bar.
No, that might be what it is. But Matt Weaver put Shrek ball, so I was wondering what it was.
Track bar.
That might be what it was. Yeah, Hocevar is tall as heck, and I mean I know Sinjik's tall, but Hocevar is just ridiculous. And Sinjik somehow looks taller than him, so
I'll say
please, no. You do this every freaking night, and I'm done with it.
man, what you're done with? I'm gonna feed
Because-
my cat. I'll feed my cat.
You somehow ruin every night. Don't worry.
Good play.
How in the world is Tony Briding or doing worse than a guy who is running slower than a Christmas turkey on pure pace? She can't be that bad. Well, Hocevar doesn't wear hats anymore. He's not entertaining. He's not as entertaining as he used to be. He just became.
Are pretty equally matched. So pit road's going to be really, really important tonight, and we're about to see our first round of pit stops.
Well, all these pit stalls were selected from last week's qualifying session. This week's qualifying session sets next week's pick. And here we go for the first round of pit stops of the night. Carson.
Yeah, guys, time to just in the 98 that she was
Don't let a bug get in.
so Joe Shear can make a track bar adjustment and 4 tires.
Is it? What is a Shrek ball?
A track bar.
I don't know. I don't know why he called it a Shrek ball. I don't think it's one of those races where we need. I've already given my opinions on stages. There's some races that need them. I feel like one like this probably doesn't need them, but at the same time, it might actually need them. I really don't know. Corey Haim gonna keep the lead. Mother of God. Lane Riggs lost like 20 freaking spots there on pit road. He's just gonna keep going. Gotta watch those Shrek balls. What is? Larissa wants all the Shrek balls. All right, stop with the talk of balls or whatever the heck's going on Twitter. Them Shrek balls will really make or break your night. Yeah, he meant to put Shrek bore, but it autocorrected to Shrek ball. You're never gonna use any other social media app. I feel like we downloaded a few pictures, and I'm not proud of it. We will be. I have already made the plan to get rid of the current profile by the end of the week, and because I'm not keeping it as that. I have dealt with horrific things, and I've already been accused of being that man. I'm not him, by the way. And the current profile picture is not helping my cause. So we're going back to the old one. Like, way before the ones that we have used here recently. Like, we're going, like, halfway across Egypt with these profiles. They look at this puppy dog-eyed, beanie-wearing little dork, and they were so... Okay, that's enough. We're definitely changing that one. That is the biggest dork who has ever walked this goddamn earth. Mother of baby Jesus. Either way, I mean, no matter what, he's always gonna be a puppy dog-eyed goober. Doesn't matter if he's wearing a beanie or not. That's never gonna change the fact. That just somehow helps the absolute dorkiness. What is the point of Cora Fox to begin with? I'm not talking about Uncle T tonight, no matter how many tweets they give me about him. Do I need to explain who Uncle T is? Tyler Erb, that's what they call him.
Oh.
That's not his name. Oh, it's not his actual name, obviously, but that's what they call him, Uncle T. I don't know why they call him that.
The young guy signed up and said he was giving free haircuts away. It says Uncle T's Barbershop.
Well, you know, I guess you'll have that, and No, I was gonna try to fit a picture into the banner, but I probably can't fit it inside of the banner, so that's not gonna happen. I thought the banner was a lot bigger than it actually was. So I'm keeping as Ross Chastain. I don't know why. It's really not. It's not even a picture from when Ross Chastain was at Trackhouse. It's a picture from when he was with Chip Ganassi.
I'll just say, it's absolutely ridiculous that we went to a
I don't get it.
and they qualified.
I do not get it.
What in the world do we need to
Apparently now, never mind.
power to me? This is not a good scenario.
I am still not gonna listen to Kevin Horvick's Happy Hour, no matter what you try to make me do. Apparently now in Minecraft, you can play as the characters from the Minecraft movie. It's gonna come out next month. So now you can play as Jack Black. If you want to, you can just play as Jack Black, which he's technically playing himself, but he's also playing Steve. I don't get it. I've already given my thoughts on the Minecraft movie. I think it looks stupid, but I'm just gonna go ahead and lock in for that one. I'm already expecting it to be stupid as heck, though. At least it has Emma Myers, though. What? I'm just trying to talk about random crap. Anything that I see, I'm gonna talk about. I've already forgotten the rules. I just said screw it. I was trying to only talk about NASCAR content, but that ain't gonna happen. I don't think Stephen Malozzi is made for NASCAR. I'm gonna be completely God's honest. I don't have anything wrong with the guy. But if you store and pork 2 weeks in a row, there might be a problem. I don't think he's even storing and pork at this point. I think he just simply is not good. I know he's in a crap box, but like, there's no way in heck you just have mechanical issues 2 weeks in a row in the same exact truck. I mean, that thing just has to be a crap box. Well, you know, we're about to go back green. Something that we were in fact about to do, and you know, if they don't do it, I'm probably gonna. Never mind. Green flag. Ball with the ball. All right, I'm not saying the full thing that time. You're only getting the ball with the ball part of it. Not getting the full thing. We're already 3 wide. Off through turn number 1, and Daniel Hamrick's gonna try to make it 4. Oh, Thomas Jesse got a little loose. He got up in Tyler Encom. That's gonna cause an absolute horrific stack up. This one could get ugly if they're not careful. Stop with that, please. For some reason, restart's under review. I don't think there was ever anything wrong, but we're gonna make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. Battle between Caden Honeycutt and Stuart Friesen.
So many mistakes because guys just get in a hurry. As you see Stuart Friesen on the outside of Ty Majeski. Stuart's had a great start to the season. Put themselves in
Now, Ty Majeski's a part of that battle. I don't really know how Stuart Friesen's randomly gained speed this year. I thought he was just horrifically washed. If he was ever even clean to begin with. If he was ever... Never mind. I definitely just worded that one wrong. Oh, baby Jesus. God almighty, that about got ugly. Ty Majeski was not clear, and that almost got horrific. I think the stages are pretty short. It's 30, 30, and 74, so it's pretty short. Ty Majeski's all over the goddamn place. He's still slipping and sliding. Dude, these tires do wear out pretty quick. It's something that we've learned tonight. I think we're learning it pretty quick already in this one. Because there's just trucks all over the goddamn place. It's just an absolute smaggle. Chandler Smith now going to jump to the bottom of Daniel Hamrick, and he's going to take the 6th position. Kyle Lewison still trying to go for the lead. Him and Corey Hammond have been battling for the past 15 years, I'm pretty sure. Well, I think we probably could tell, because honestly, no one ever said anything about it. Kyle Lewison still going for the lead. He can't make crap work. It's kind of just like doing the same thing over and over again for about 3 hours.
Boxer taking little jabs, hoping that something opens up and he get that big jab in.
And I feel like the last time Larson was able to get in there and mix it up with Heim, I feel like Heim has a better truck. It's just a matter of trying to get enough space away from him.
Lurison once again gonna dive to the bottom for the lead, and he still can't make it work. This is the closest that he's been here in a while, so we'll see if he can finally get something to work. And as soon as he does, he's gonna completely run a completely different line and probably screw up his entire run. Yeah, Lurison had just screwed the puppy silly is what he did. That was a true generational screwing of the puppy, and that's what he did. Grand Finger certainly having a night. He's in 12th. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else you want me to say about it. He's in 12th. Stuart Friesen's up to second. He took that spot away from Carol Lewis. Now Tom Majeski's going to go past Carol Lewis. Well, he tried to anyway, but he completely failed at it.
Stuart Friesen got back into second place as the two leaders were kind of air blocking each other around the racetrack. Stuart Friesen took advantage of that opportunity. Got by Larson.
Now with 3 wide for second. It's like it's physically impossible to go past Corey Heim because everyone's going to start acting stupid the second that he takes the lead. But now we're going to commercial again, so, we'll have that. Why are we going to commercial? Why don't just go side by side? I'm going to say it. Why say that we'll be back to go to... It's Fox. Why am I even arguing with it? Baby H, Jesus, I mean...
Endurance paid it. Who's going to pay for your next car repair? You or Endurance?
All right, now you get $300 off any plan. Call now.
Shut up. That's what I am. I swear to freaking God, you're just as sick as this, as sick as this MF. Almighty. What is this tweet? Well, as you know, they made a live-action version of Snow White that nobody should watch, and it's probably stupid as heck. Even if I was gonna watch it, I still wouldn't watch it, to be honest. It's not just cause of the political videos with it. It just looks like a horrific movie. It's not. That's nothing to do with politics. I just think it looks stupid. But currently, the live-action Snow White is a 48% on the tomato meter, which is not very good. It's bad, in fact. It's not even. It's awful. And they put a laughing emoji and then a cigarette, which equals that they are smoking on that Snow White pack because I guess did she die at some point? I don't know.
I think Snow White died.
Maybe she did. I don't know.
Snow White.
I don't know why we're talking about Snow White to begin with.
Oh, she did die.
Yeah. We're talking about Snow White. Yeah. I don't even know what we're talking. That's not a real person, no.
She got eaten by the big bad wolf.
What?
No, she didn't get eaten by the big bad wolf.
What are we talking about?
She fell asleep and that man kissed her and woke her up.
Yeah, well, she's playing around because I'm pretty sure Snow White was like 14. So I don't know about all that one. That's not what I was saying though. This is what I'm supposed to put. You know what? I'm not following this abusive and hypocritical nonsense again. I'm leaving and never coming back to this crappy excuse of a scumbag again. Screw you. All because I'm not a fan of Snow White.
Well,
Which the movie looks bad. It's not just because of the political stuff. It's just because it looks bad. Although I will say, I saw Twitter saying that they should have gone Emma Myers to play Snow White, which honestly, I'm happy that she did it, because if she did, then Emma Myers would have been called everything under the sun. She would have been called a bunch of horrific things. And then that guy put, following that, Ty Majeski just took the lead. That's all we should be talking about. That's what we were going to talk about. Ty Majeski to the lead. Corey Heim. Now back to the bottom of him. He just broke his ankles in half, and he's got to take the lead back. That's what we should be talking about. My mom. And then he put following his YouTube rant, he put on Twitter, because the guy called him a Disney adult, which is the most stupid kind of people. He puts, shut up, that's what I am. I swear to freaking God, you were just sick as this MFer. Why is he so mad? Just because they don't like a movie that was probably going to be bad to begin with? Grant and Finger inside the top 10. That's what we need to be talking about. Oh, Lord, alright, well. No, I'm not kidding. This guy, I'm the guy I should say, I'm never coming back. 5 seconds later, okay, I'm back. And then the guy who said that originally, like the guy who said that he was never coming back to said thing, puts and I say this wholeheartedly. This is what he actually put. I swear I'm gonna freaking sexually assault and kill you if you don't shut up. You know what? We're done with Twitter. We're done with Twitter. We are done with Twitter. We're gonna talk about the race. That's what we're gonna do. We are not. We are done. We'll be moving on. We are gonna talk about the race. We're gonna talk about bigger and better things. That's what we're gonna do. Stuart Friesen in the 3rd position. So never mind, that's Kyle Larson. Never mind, Stuart Friesen is in the 4th position. Screw me to tears. You know, Corey Himes still leading. This stream was went off the rails today horrifically. I have downloaded a lot of crazy pictures, and also we have to delete some of them. Because if I don't, I've only downloaded a few of those just because we need things. We need room for other things. We have other posts to make and better things to accomplish.
Yeah, to your point, Kevin, there's really 3 races happening right here. You have the first stage, the second stage, the third stage, and the second stage is always shorter.
Kyle Larson trying to get up to 2nd. Woo! Alright. Kyle Larson battling for seconds. We're going to come to 5 laps to go in stage number 2. I about said 1. That's how off the roads this is. Ty Majeski, they're going to go back underneath them in Ty Majeski up to the 2nd position. Still battling for 2nd is Larson and Majeski. Side-by-side lap traffic in front of the leaders between Akinori Ogata and Keith McGee. Why am I wording everything like this? Like it's that one guy from. God dang it! What I was trying to say is, why was I wording everything like that one guy from Woods Wildest police videos? This maniac was reaching speeds of up to almost 200 miles an hour. He then hit a light pole and got flung from the automobile. All that and more on another episode of World's Craziest Police Videos. What? Oh, Kyle Larson's back up to 2nd.
Corey said in his pre-race that he didn't really like doing that.
He just went off the rails in the most horrific way imaginable. I don't have a destination with this stream anymore. It's just what the what happened here? Daniel Hamrick is slow. And Lane Riggs just got a 2-foot special McDonald's on both him and Ross Chastain. And now Ross Chastain's gonna try to take the position from Daniel Hamrick. So Ross Chastain gonna get a spot. A lot of things he'll be able to clear, but he still got the spot for this current moment. And he actually will be able to clear. So Ross Chastain up to 7th. I think Hamrick should get a run on him. And he's not even gonna try to pass him. Oh, now he is back to the bottom. And he's not gonna be able to get him. I've never seen such a funny Twitter user. He has 172 posts. I thought I said something about ice. I thought he was trying to get rid of. Never mind. We're coming to the white flag at this stage. There actually is no white flag because they don't wave the white flag for stages. So when to go on the stage here for Corey Haim? I don't know. I really do not know. And off of turns 3 and 4, Corey Heim is going to sweep the stages. He's gonna go ahead and pick up the stage 2 win. Mother of God, I don't even know that stream. I mean, this stream has went all over the place. I don't think there's even any destination with this stream anymore. I think it just sling it. Should I try to sing Heim Time like that annoying freaking I know. I'm talking about Jamie Little and goddamn in practice earlier. She not only made up the dumbest nickname of all time, she then proceeded to sing Heim Time, which made me honestly think about going full Kurt Cobain. That's how bad it was. It was like so bad that made me want to take out. It made me want to take out the 12 gauge. That's how bad it was. I don't think Kurt Cobain even used the 12 gauge, so I don't even know why that's just the first one that came to mind. Honestly, who knows if he was even the one that had the thing to begin with. All I'm saying is that was a guy who said that he killed Kurt Cobain and then he died like the very next day. So, you know, I think we have, you know. All right. So, how we doing? Hey man, how we doing? Why am I speaking Italian? All right. Garrett Dalf is such a Peter Puffer. Honestly, I wish Moonhead would goddamn smack him in the side of the head. Can he do that when they go to Eldora later this year? He's trying to climb. He's trying to parallel park the son of a gun. We have one hanging out the goddamn window. There. He wants someone to hit it so he can sue them for insurance fraud. A nice price on some wood. Stephen Malozzi. We have an update on Stephen Malozzi's problem, which is what made me call Garrett Dalf a certified Peter Puffer who deserves to be shot. I don't know. Garrett Dalf. He's a freaking cracker who's not won a Mooncore race. It's the second Mooncore race. So, and Mooncore's been a thing since like 2019. So, you know, we don't know how bad that is. The problem with Stephen Malozzi is that he could not start the truck. You know? He had already had mechanical issues, but he could not start the truck back. So we just had to go ahead and lock in and hope that he did good. And his problems just got worse as the night went on. Yeah, I don't know why Rick Allen is not commentating anymore. It's just honestly horrific. I promise. I don't know if I guess he did. Remember when I got called a certified piece of crap just for asking the question of what happened to Rick Allen? That was when he was like the PR or like he was like the not PR PA announcer for Bowman Gray. And I'm not even joking when I say this. I put nice to hear Rick Allen, but I wish he was in the booth unless he retired. This person in the rudest way possible told me, yeah, he did retire. That's what he said before this race at Phoenix. First of all, he never said he was going to retire. He never said that. Rick Allen never said he was going to retire. I don't know where you got your information from, but he never said that. As far as where Rick Allen never said he was going to retire from commentating. I was just asking what happened to him. I was never trying to be mean about it. I never thought Rick Allen was as bad as some people said that he was. He wasn't even the worst person in the NBC booth, in fact.
One more stage.
Huh?
This is the last stage.
Yeah, this one's 74 laps. We're already like 500 caution. You want me ready for Joe Biden to become president again? Why have I seen like 5 tweets of that? I don't like. No, I don't think Joseph or Biden Jr. is gonna do anything. I do promise y'all. I wonder how he's gonna return to politics. I think that's what we're all trying to figure out. Did we wreck? What happened? Oh, I guess we did wreck. Oh yeah, Caden Honeycutt screwed the puppy. That's what he did. He never hit him. Okay, never mind. Ty Majeski hit him. Never mind. That's what happened there. So, when it comes to Mr. Biden, I don't think we have any hope with him coming back to politics. And if he does, well, good for him. But I don't think that one's gonna happen. I think Mr. Biden is just a little too old. Just a little. I mean, not like our current president's any younger. Like, our current president's 78, so. The only difference is that at least he can actually speak in sentences. Maybe that's the thing.
What is everyone out here president for?
Because they're mature and they don't.
I don't know, after some of the debate, I don't think.
Some 19, 20-year-old kid running the country.
First of all, that's not allowed because you have to be 35 to run for president.
That's what I said. It's at least 35.
Oh.
Well, you got all you wilds out of you again.
Can't wait for Mike Lindell to run for president. I'm not even joking. That's something that was actually put. This guy did a video of like 20 people that the Republicans could find to run for president in 2028 once Donald Trump's out of office. And the last person on that list was Mike Lindell from MyPillow. We're getting free pillows in 2028, by God, I tell ya. Best kind of pillows. Possibly the only guy to get stupider after getting off of crack. I'll be God's honest. Somehow he got stupider after getting done using crack than he actually was while using crack. Can't wait for. I think I'd actually love to see Tucker Carlson running because he would actually possibly be the funniest son of a gun who's ever ran for president. And our current president's, and we can all have our beliefs about it, but I think he's pretty funny most of the time. And Tucker Carlson, I think he could actually be an actual comedian. Now you might say that. Is it because Taylor Swift doesn't have either? Now you might say. that was a night of Mooncore. They were talking about if people liked tits or butt better, which is a common question that is asked. And someone said that, and I'm going to say this wholeheartedly. Garrett Delph said that tits and butt are Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't know why that was the best thing that came to his mind. And Moonhead said, in the best Tucker Carlson impression that he could do, is it because Taylor Swift doesn't have either? Now you might say. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, can't wait for Biden 2028. Really ready for it. Honestly, I just vote for Joe Biden just for the memes. I know he wouldn't know what to do. I just do it for the memes. I mean, I'm gonna be old enough to vote.
You vote for Joe Biden?
I know I'm not. I'm fully aware. I'm gonna vote for a reasonable man. The only thing that was that the reasonable man might be a guy who I've only know exists because of those baby face memes, and that's James David Vance. I think that's his name anyway. He changed his name like 5 different times. I think JD is just finally what he decided to go with. The JD stands for James David, I think. I think it's James David anyway. James David Vance. Yeah. Ty Majeski some damage to the front of his truck after slamming into a man on pit road. I feel like I probably could have worded that one better. I worded it like he ran somebody over, and all he did was run into somebody's truck. Now they gotta pop it back out like it's a goddamn bone. So you're just supposed to pop them back in, though, so. Why? Yeah, why is he mad at Ben Rhodes? I don't think Ben Rhodes is even anywhere near him. Ben Rhodes is like 3 freaking laps down. How the was that? Never mind.
Well, that's definitely interesting between the two teammates. But did you see how that thing popped out? That thing popped out and formed right back up.
Yeah, it's impressive. That'll get him back to where he drive well, but he has no track position now. It's going to be just a dogfight to try to get back up to the front.
Yeah, there's 69 laps to go. There's really not much time there. I believe we got some radio from the 45 here about the incident.
Anyway, shoes roll this time. Adding tomatoes, honestly, these tomatoes in here, I mean, honestly, just make me depressed.
Makes you depressed.
I guess that's the way to word it. I don't know. I don't know if that's tomatoes. That's something though.
Let's hear what Lane Riggs had to say.
For some reason, Kaden Honeycutt was flipping Lane Riggs off for some reason. I don't think there was everything. I don't think they ever did. I don't know.
There's really only 2 lanes on this pit road, and when a third comes out, you gotta merge.
Sometimes the things I've learned about some of these rivalries is they didn't start here.
Yeah.
A lot of these might go back to the late model days, and those two guys have spent a lot of time in the Cars Tour and in the late models across the.
By the way, Chorus Tour starting back here soon. That's going to be a fun one.
Who?
The Chorus Tour.
And I've got bad news. It depends on which side of the fence you sit on, but no driver has won the pole and both stages and never won the race here in Miami. I hate bringing those stats out, but
It's a good chance to be on the stat.
that's right. Well, Corey Heim has been dominant. Larson, another chance to adjust on his truck, but I still think that Lane Riggs has something to say about that. I think that his truck is as good as anybody, so we'll see. Now that he has some track position.
You know what Daddy mom had for supper?
You see that outside lane still doesn't have a lot of grip.
No, we're not doing this. Don't tell me crap. Just go in and guess. We're definitely about Iraq, and honestly, I won't even be able to talk about it.
What's good when you're a leader and you can quickly establish a gap like this is you can immediately get the tire saving.
Did they eat at home or out?
Home.
Cabbage.
No, when oh my lord. We're 3 wide for second, but you know we'll talk about that one of these days.
Bang and sausages, good pork and beans.
I don't know. We're about to be 4 wide here if they're not careful. And honestly, knowing these guys, they're probably not going to be careful. Daniel Hammer's went from like second to God knows where in the span of like a lap. Once again, Kyle Lewis is going to try to take the lead, which he has yet to do, but he's going to try his hardest to do it. Lane Riggs has finally made his way back up to the front. It's taken him a while, but he's finally hauling the mail. I don't know where Ross Chastain came from, but he just took the lead. He did for about 2 seconds anyway. Ross Chastain has in fact taken the lead. Corey Heim now going to go back to the bottom of him. And I think we can finally put this chili up and we can actually talk about crap. That's what I was going to do to begin with. We just weren't able to do it because I was too busy eating. You know, that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to talk about... I literally just ate. I don't know what you speak of, but I quite literally just ate.
I have one shit cold.
Alright. I don't know how this affects me, but go ahead. Why don't... Oh my... I'm sure they'll be dang... No, never mind. I'm not going to argue with you.
Probably a good thing.
Well, there's no point of arguing with you, because it's honestly... It's most of the time it's like trying to argue with a mentally disabled person, so... Ross Chastain, I don't know how he's in the lead, but he's ended up there, and he's actually pulling away. It's like a single foul on for about 15 trucks. Maybe even more 15 trucks. I don't really know.
This truck is huge.
It'd be great if you stopped wording it like you have just like you. Why do you always word that like you just turned gay for about 2 seconds? Sometimes I wonder how many times you've slobbed on one. Either way, Ross Chastain leading the field, and you know. Well, I already am one, so I might as well. You know. Some say that he does not want to be one that fumbles. He does not want to be a professional fumbler. That's not what he wants to be. Right over, I think that's 12th. I want to know why exactly do they still call Matt Crafton competitive? I want to know where they got that one from. I mean, I know he's gonna make a good pass there, but I don't know where. Crap, he's gonna get 2 for 1. Okay, so I take back what I said. Matt Crafton, I think he actually just. Yeah, it's probably the most entertaining thing that he's done since knocking a son of a gun out for no reason. I mean, didn't he make a son of a gun bleed that one time? Matt Crafton. Like, he made Nick Sanchez bleed, I'm pretty sure. That was one of Matt Crafton's pick members. There was somebody that just got freaking knocked one of the... Why was there a fight at Talladega? What is there to get mad about at Talladega? Like, that's like one of 3 tracks where there should not be beef at. That Daytona Atlanta should not have beef. And if you are fighting somebody at Talladega, there's a problem. Unless it's in the grandstands, because I'm pretty sure that's just a regular occurrence. Somehow Austin Cindric has made it up to the spotter stand somehow. That's not even the spotter stand. Where the heck is he at?
Microphone in front of it. Get that. He had a good time, but he's holding the microphone this time. I know he did. I can't hear him.
You know, I don't know what the point of that segment was, but you know, I'm very happy for old Frank, or whatever the heck that guy's name is.
Frank,
Pretty sure. It still has 4 corners, doesn't it? All tracks have 4 corners except for road courses. And Pocono, because that track just... Yeah, Pocono definitely does not have 4 corners. Well, I don't really know what to talk about. I guess I'm just going to sit here and just watch trucks do nothing for a while. Steven Malozzi is still the only truck out of the race, so, you know, I guess I don't really know what to say about that. The reason why he's out of the race is that he cannot get the truck to store it, so, yeah. Well, for about the first 17 laps it did. Well, there's been shown Kyle Larson's on board for the past freak of 5 laps now. I don't know what to talk about. How else to talk about anything when all they're doing is showing Kyle Larson's on board? I really cannot work with much here. And now we're going to commercial. And Lane Riggs just took third. And even though Corey Haim is catching Ross Chastain, we're going to go to commercial.
Catch up. Spring forward with a free 5G phone with select Straight Talk plans. Even spring for those new sneakers they need. The
You
unlimited
better be getting that out of it.
Please shut up. We do the same crap every night.
spring for something you never knew you needed. Spring forward with real
Almost
unlimited
correct,
data and better
Well, I wish she would just be quiet. And
Find us at Walmart.
I also have learned here lately.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
That's ironic. That's ironic as heck. Well, I've learned, by the way, why I've not posted about Jenna Ortega in the longest of times, and that's because yeah, sure am. I'm a very great account. Actually, I have 1,055 followers.
I don't know, I just looked at it.
Yeah, I post a lot about Emma Myers.
That's how you get on there, don't I?
Pretty much, it's pretty much either her or Jenna Ortega. That's what I've created that entire account about. I was gonna post about other things, but at this point, it's the only thing that does good. So I'm just gonna keep it as that, and I'm just gonna keep rolling. Crap! If I've gotten 1,000 followers off of it, I guess it can't get much worse.
Where'd you go with 57?
Oh, that's just the name that they gave me. It just automatically gave me 57. I just didn't have a reason to change it.
Finally, the Ram RHO. And they were all just right.
Apparently, and I'm gonna say this. Apparently, the plan for WrestleMania was for CM Punk to wrestle Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. But for some reason, they chose Yeet Man over CM Punk. You know, well, CM Punk, I think he's supposed to wrestle both Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. I don't even know why Roman Reigns is a part of that story for, because he had nothing to do with it before, but whatever. Just screw it, I guess.
These trust burgers would be on every highlight reel. But these can't
And then Stone Cold stops and he's gonna come in and just whoop everybody's ass.
That's probably what's gonna happen in the match between Cody Rhodes and John Cena, yeah.
I'm sure The Rock will be there involved.
Yeah, probably.
It's gonna be Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. I see the Two Shrek has done researching and developing for the night. That was the one that just kind of stopped starting. Well, I'm about to have a 3-Shrek battle for the lead before too long, I feel like. Ross Chastain is still leading. But Corey Haim is all over him. And some say that he's... Well, some say that he's all over him like stink on crap. It's what he is. And because it's out of the way to word that one. And yes, you will like when I'm as a new leader, Corey Haim there. But you will like as I make a goddamn Ajax post here within the next few days. You're gonna like as I do it. I'm going to click post on that, and I'm gonna post it. I am posting that beanie wearing son of a gun to my Instagram, whether you like it or not. Oh, we gained 2 subscribers. Good for me, I guess. Battle for second between Lane Riggs and Ross Chastain. Yeah, Felipe subscribed to me overnight. Whoever the heck Felipe is. Oh. Mother of God, what is Chastain doing? He about just killed him. I don't know what he was doing. That never had a chance of working. And now Kyle Larson's about to blow both of their doors off. He just got a 2-for-1 special at McDonald's there. He won't be for long because... Larson just wrecked himself, but he just stepped on his own meat again. That was the best definition of hung money that I've ever seen.
Okay, he saved it.
Yeah, he did save it. It was a 360. That was probably the best definition of hung money in quite some time. And I've seen some horrific definitions of hung money, so... I mean, God forbid. With the amount of times he steps on his meat, that might as well be what he's called. Whatever the
Yeah, I
heck.
tell you what, I don't particularly like Kyle Larson, but there would have been very few drivers to save that truck.
Yeah. And he's still going to be in third, so... I mean, not after pit stops anyway, but... Yeah, he's still going to be inside the top 10, I think. Oh, never mind. He's just gonna come to pit road. Oh, maybe not. I don't even know what he's doing. You don't like that he's being somewhat smart? Because I feel like
Why does he have to go backwards?
oh, that's what they were talking about. I thought they were just saying that they don't like that he didn't come to pit road. I honestly really don't know. I guess they're just sending him to the back because he was the reason for the caution. Well, caution is out. Kyle Larson going around after he got 2 spots in one, and then in what that 1 gallon door bumper clear that's where that comes from, by the way. In just absolutely great hung money fashion, steps on his own meat and then he wrecks. It's not Kyle Larson if he's not somehow fumbling the bag. Or screwing the puppy, and whatever the term is. It's some kind of term that I use. I use both terms. I use screwing the puppy a lot more, though.
Who's puppy?
Yeah, that puppy must be dead by now. I mean, my lord.
He got them wheels turned, smoking, I'm bound back tires, got on spin. It's like you would a dirt car.
360 out of this. Unintentional drift, but didn't wreck.
Somebody, and I mean this, I'm not surprised it's the biggest retort in this entire up. Either way, Kyle Larson bringing out the caution. I don't even know. I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna mean this wholeheartedly, with no disrespect to said woman. Why does Tony Breidinger have fans? Pretty much 5, yeah. I'm not even joking. Yeah. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Haley Deegan is in IndyCar now, and well, at least Indy Next, and I think she's like the slowest car out there. So I don't think she's not any better in IndyCar than she is in NASCAR.
First of all, you don't see very many ugly women race car drivers.
And the only one that's good is ugly, so there's a problem. That's just about
But
yeah.
you don't hear nothing about her because she's ugly.
Well, I feel like anyone who's an orca, no one's gonna hear about them to begin with.
Patty Moise. Patty Moise was a pretty woman. She was red-headed, freckled face. But she's a good race driver. Nobody ever talks about her because she wasn't.
I feel like I was talking about Isabella Robusto, and I'm pretty sure more than enough people are talking about her, but I'm not gonna argue with it.
But Haley Deegan was just ugly, had a big wart on her nose and hair on her chin. Nobody never paid no attention to Haley Deegan. She wouldn't be in a NASCAR.
Well, we all know Corey Haim's gonna win this race off of pit road, and he wins it by half a mile. What were you saying?
If I was a woman, I'd be the richest person in the world. Be sucking cock for $1.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That is enough. We've heard enough. I don't even know what they're doing on pit road. They're trying to record us direct. Why are they hitting on pit road?
Yeah, this is going to be the longest one of the night if it goes green. As these guys get back, they're going to have 39 or so laps to go, 40 laps to go as they take the green flag. So you're definitely going to have to make your truck laps this row.
42 to go.
Yeah. Kyle Larson honestly was never a threat to win the race because he hasn't led this race in stage 1. I don't think he was ever a threat to win the race. I mean, he had a good truck. I just don't think he ever had a chance at winning. I don't think anyone's going to beat Corey Haim. I mean, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Kyle Busch is the only person to beat Corey Haim this year. That's all I'm going to say about it. Which that was Kyle Busch at a truck race, so I'm not even going to argue about that one. Yeah, Cup Series at Homestead on Sunday, which should be a good race. I say should be. I mean, it's been a good race. Well, it was a good race last time they raced at Homestead. Which Kyle Larson also had a great hung money moment in that race. So.
Where's Miles the Monster?
That's Dover. By the way, speaking of tracks that have, as we all know, Dover is called the Monster Mile. I'm going to ask you, this is a track that has mile in its name, I don't understand it. Why is New Hampshire called the Magic Mile? Why is it called that? Alright.
What?
Why is New Hampshire called the Magic Mile for?
Where's the mile?
Might be right.
Where's Miles thermometer?
The picture was talking about Miles the Monster from Dover.
He said about Miles thermometer.
She was trying to say Miles the Monster.
Oh, I thought you said where's Miles thermometer?
Well, we got no thermometer.
Well, you didn't say. The SWAT team's out on Rocky Summit Road.
Oh well, you know.
Hawkins County, State Station, Green County.
Somebody on Twitter has put 5, Caden Honeycutt has been penalized for some reason. Vehicle interference is what happened. Looks like both him and Matt Crafton are going to the back. Yeah, Tony Breidinger would not have done that. She would have put it so goddamn far into the wall to the point it wasn't even funny. She would have done worse. Because at least Kyle Larson is talented enough to save the truck. Tony Breidinger would have actually sent it into the goddamn grandstands with all the 50 people that are there. Yeah, because she's battling Dawson Sutton for 29th. Is she actually in 29th? Her teammate is leading. The other ones are up inside the top 15. And she's in 29th. Oh, Lord.
I think that's about the thermometer. Okay,
We know. We just brought it up. Now, somebody said Larson and Chastain getting waxed by these youngins, and the pictures that they used was a picture of Ryan Newman from 2023 and a picture of Bill Elliott from 2018. I keep forgetting that Bill Elliott did run an Xfinity race in 2018. He wrecked like 30 times, but he was still out there, and he finished and I think still got a top 20. So he pretty much hit everything but the lottery that day. I think that was correct. That's what he said in his post-race interview, and that was honestly correct because he wrecked multiple times in that race. Only like one of those wrecks was his fault, but. Yeah, that's the thing about Kyle Larson. He's either he's winning or he's just stepping on his own meat. That's the thing. We've brought it up before, and I think we'll bring it up a few more times. Well, he still has 2 more chances to win this week. He still has the Xfinity race tomorrow, and he has the Cup race on Sunday. So, another great restart. Daniel Hemrick with one of the worst restarts I've seen all night. And Keith McGee, I don't think he even learned how I know he's only in like 30th, but I don't think he's ever heard of a starter in his entire life because it has forgotten to work. Daniel Hemrick just did not go. He has screwed that puppy silly. That'll be the last time I say screwing the puppy tonight, unless there was another horrific screwing of that puppy. Lane Riggs just got absolutely, that was ridiculous. He obviously has a great truck, but he just got demolished. Ross Chastain back to the lead. We're 3 wide, potentially even 4 if they're not careful. Ross Chastain is just moving on these short runs. I think on the long run, I think Heim's better, but for some reason we're still showing Kyle Larson. I have no clue where he's even at. He just wrecked, so I honestly have no clue where he's at. And Corey Heim might lose another spot if he's not careful. Tyler Ankrum trying to get the 2nd position. Not going to be able to do it. Well, you know, he's still up there, I guess. This is what happened to Honeycutt. Oh, he hit one of the tires that one of the crew members for Daniel Hemrick had. Oh god, the guy fell. Oh no, man, he didn't. He just handed off to the other guy. Was that really worth a penalty? I don't know. I don't even know if that one was worth a penalty. I feel like I've seen worse. Kyle Larson's already back inside the top 15. That didn't take long at all. Larson already, well, he was back inside the top 15. Him and Stefan Porsons battling for the 50th spot, which Porsons still has for now. Ty Majeski's rebounded back to 14th after slamming into somebody on pit road earlier. So that wasn't really his fault. This is a smaggle here. It's just a bunch of yellow trucks. There's Daniel Hamrick, there's Lane Riggs, there's Chandler Smith, and then there's Grant Enfinger. And all those trucks are yellow. So it's a very yellow battle. Lorison back in 15th. He might even take 14th here before too long. Ben Rhodes has now joined Stephen Maluzzi as the two trucks out of the race. So, disappointing for them, I guess. I can honestly care less about either of those two guys. I've never cared about Stephen Maluzzi, and honestly, Ben Rhodes, I've never liked that son of a gun, so... This is a smaggle between Corey Day, Connor Mozak, and Ty Majeski. And this smaggle could get ugly. Ty Majeski just got a 2-for-1 special at McDonald's there, and Kyle Larissa might also get one. Lorison's gonna get Mozak, and he's gonna get Day. So both of them gonna get 2 spots for 1. Well, he hasn't got Day yet. It's gonna be a HendrickCourse.com battle there. And Connor Mozak, well, Lorison hasn't got him either. Daniel Hamrick, I don't really know where he's got the speed from, but he's actually doing pretty good. He can't do a good restart to save his life, but... And now, Lane Riggs gonna get 2 spots for 1. Well, he hasn't got it yet, but he should get both the McAnally trucks. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. Well, not yet. I thought he was gonna get them, but he still has not got them. He has both Tyler Anchorman, Daniel Hamrick all over him. Riggs still trying to go inside of the top 3. And he'll finally get it. So Lane Riggs gonna go past both McAnally, Hilgerman trucks. Corey Heim gonna go back for the lead. He's got it past Ross Chastain with 31 laps still to go. We were in fact going Fox side by side. Wish they would have done that earlier, but you know. Well, that's actually right. Kyle Larson did in fact do some goofy crap in one of the lower series races that has costed him. Larson is still trying his hardest to get by these guys. I don't even know which one that is. I don't even know if that's Corey Day or Kyle Larson. Those trucks look exactly the same. They're both driving HendrickCourse.com trucks. I have no clue which one is which. It's one of those two, though. Now, Kyle Larson is like known to just screwing the puppy at Homestead. It's like his favorite thing to do. It just isn't Homestead if Kyle Larison's not doing some stupid crap during a race weekend there. He's still trying to get by the his teammate of Corey Day. Corey Day about wrecked the heck out of it. He's still got the spot ahead of Larson though. Tony Briding was only ahead of Kyle Larson because he wrecked. But I would not expect a guy named AJ who's a... I don't know. I'm just saying how Tony Breidinger sucks, and I don't know why the people just haven't realized that yet. She should not be in this series. She should have gone at least another year in Orca. She's just like Haley Deegan. Well, she should have gone at least another year in Orca, but we decided to bring her up to a completely different series for no goddamn reason. Yeah, I'm told that Kyle Larson is the best driver in the world, and I can't believe that when he's being stupid. Dog, because, Dog, I just watched Kyle Larson step on his own meat. I don't hate him because he wins a lot. Well, not anymore, at least. If it was about 3 years ago, I would have. But I don't hate him because he wins a lot. It's because his fan base is just the NASCAR version of Taylor Swift. Actually, that might actually work better for Chase Elliott. It's one of those two fan bases, though. I don't know. The only difference, though, is at least Kyle Larson doesn't... I'm sorry, at least Chase Elliott doesn't step on his own meat. It's usually his pit crew that does that for him. Grant Enfinger, I don't even know where he's at. I don't even know where Jake Garcia is at either. I don't know where either of these two guys are at.
Truth to his hair was different.
Mikhail Disney, oh god, that freaking stupid idiot. I knew he was gonna do it. It was gonna be at some point tonight. I about called him a word I shouldn't have, but I've already said it this stream, so it couldn't have gotten much worse. He about did it. Can someone get the 67 off of the goddamn racing surface? He's gonna kill somebody here in a moment. That's what he's about to do. I don't even know why he's out there, to be God's honest. Ross Chastain's not letting Corey Heim out of his sight yet. Lane Riggs put that thing up against the wall and he's gonna let it talk.
Yeah, we see this all day long. Is where the leader starts to fall off, gets past, and then boom, right back. He's hanging with them. Like as fast as Corey Heim passed, Ross Chastain in the 44. You're the thing away.
Still don't think Lane Riggs is out of it. I think he'll probably be the one that could actually contend with Heim. I don't think Chastain's gonna stay with Heim this entire run. Kyle Busch can actually sweep a weekend correctly. Something that Kyle Larson has yet to be able to do. And honestly, he probably will never do, to be God's honest. For as much talent as Kyle Larson has, he sure does run out of it just as much. Yeah, I think it's an easy thing to say. As much talent as Kyle Larson does have, he's just a professional at losing it. A number of the time. How the wood did somebody make this about Daniel Suarez? Do they just not like Mexicans? Does he want Suarez to be sent back or something? Like, no, there's a difference. Because unlike Catherine Legg, Kyle Larson actually has talent and deserves to be in the Cup Series. Catherine Legg had no business being in a Cup Corps. I was told that she did by Twitter, and I was told that I was sexist if I said that she did not deserve to be in there. But she really wrecked for twice in one race on her own, and I'm told to believe that she was supposed to be at a Cup Corps. Stepped on it again. Yep, that's about right. Lane Riggs, he's got a pretty good truck. He's got 23 laps to try to go catch Corey Heim, and he's going to get Ross Chastain here down the front stretch. So Riggs, give him the second, and now his next quest is to go try to catch the leader of Corey Heim. Which I think he'll do it, because I think he's the second fastest track besides Corey Heim. Now, he might actually be faster than Corey Heim. Lane Riggs, he's got one more truck to try to go catch. You know, I think he'll do it. Good battle. This is for 8th, I think. Is this for 8th? No, yeah, that's for 9th. Stuart Friesen going past Tom Majeski. They've got Kyle Larson and who the heck is that? That's Brandon Jones all over them. I've already forgot that Brandon Jones was even racing. I forgot he was even in the field. I'll be God's honest. I really even mentioned the fact that Brandon Jones, this is his first truck race in 2020, and I still forgot he was racing. Kyle Larson is now back inside the top 10. That it only took him like 10 laps. Or if it was not 10 laps. Oh, something's wrong with Corey Heim. I don't know what's wrong with his truck, but something happened to it. He's back up to speed now, but something happened there down the front stretch. And something's still wrong with it. He's still slow. I think. I don't know. And now Ross Chastain's gonna take the lead back. Okay, now Heim's back up to speed. The truck just shut off for some reason. Ross Chastain back to the lead. We're gonna do all this just for Corey Heim to still win, aren't we? We're doing this all for him just to still win. I don't know how this is gonna go.
What's going to say, 13 to go or 19?
19. We just have the Craftsman 20 to go there, so. Well, now Lane Riggs has got to go past Ross Chastain for a second time. I don't know how Chastain's back in the lead, to be God's honest. Maybe Riggs got slowed up. But But yeah, Chastain, he's still going to hold off Lane Riggs, who I think has the best truck besides Heim. And Riggs about to smack the wall down. So, 18 laps still to go here for Ross Chastain.
Of a slip up from Chastain because that truck is on the edge of out of control the whole way around the racetrack.
Yes, it is. And it's been really free. And he's moved there by quite a bit.
Somebody said yesterday, we're already 3 hours into March Madness and I already want to kill this pig. Yeah, this is a great commercial and it makes me so happy that we bring it back to television every now and then. Yeah, one of my favorite commercials. It also gives me PTSD in some way. Have you ever seen that picture of the Gecko when he has his hands in the air and he's screaming Allah? That's one of my favorite pictures. Yeah, one of the best commercials of all time, some may say. Well, the tweet saying that they want to kill said pig already has 11,000 likes. Corey Heim has already caught the leaders again. That took about 10 seconds. We're about to be 3 wide for the lead here. If we're not careful, crap, we're probably... Oh, we're not going to be careful. Oh, God, this could get ugly. I don't know why Lane Riggs is not trying to just go to the bottom. Oh, it's because Ross Chastain keeps blocking him. That's why he's not doing it. How in the world do they flip 2 late models tonight? Like, how do they do that? Apparently in the World of Outlaws race tonight, somehow they flipped both Tristan Chamberlain and Kyra Bronson. How do they flip 2 late models in one rack? They must have tore up just a horrific amount of the field. And there's not even a replay of it. You would think for a wreck like that, they would have a replay. Corey Heim going to take second. He ran all the way down to the paint. Lane Riggs just ran him all the way down to the paint. I mean, my lord. I'll say Heim doesn't look nearly as fast in turns 1 and 2. Lane Riggs going to dive to the bottom. Going to try to take the lead. Back from Ross Chastain. Kyle Larson's already back inside the... if we get by Daniel Herrick, he'll be back inside the top 5. I don't think he's going to win, but he's definitely still going to get a top 5 out of it. Larson just put it all the way to the top of the wall. I mean, he has put the thing up next to the wall, and he is letting that thing ride, by God. Corey Heim back up to second. You know, I think he'll be back to the lead here within the next lap. And some lap traffic gonna be in the way of Heim, though. That's Spencer Boyd, and he's gonna... Oh, they're gonna split this goddamn lap traffic. 3 wide as the lap core of Spencer Boyd, or lap truck, or whatever the heck he is gonna be in the way. And Chastain's still gonna lead, because Heim just does not have speed in turns 1 and 2 for some reason. Never mind, Heim is just gonna just zoom on past him like that never even happened. Kyle Larson has just put it up against the wall. He's about to be back inside the top 5, but I feel like if Corey Heim's engine shuts off, I feel like we might actually have some goofy crap happen. Lane Riggs finally got by Ross Chastain, which for him is probably a blessing, because Chastain is all over the goddamn place. Well, he couldn't really gain a lot that lap, because Ross Chastain is all over the place. Kyle Larson is now back inside the top 5. He might actually still have a chance to win. I don't think he will, but he is zooming. He still has to get around Tyler Ankrum, Ross Chastain, Lane Riggs, and Corey Heim. So I don't know how good his chances are, but Kyle Larson has just been putting that thing up against the wall, and he is just absolutely zooming. Only 10 laps to go, though, so not much time left. He has to try to make up like 3 seconds at 10 laps.
These are, as Brad stated earlier in the race, these are metal built bodies. They're not yeah, they're very fragile. So anytime that you would touch the wall, it's going to tear this truck up.
And this is amazing, guys. Look how close he is to the wall going as fast as he is. There's none better than Kyle Larson at running the fence. He's able to get that thing right on the fence. And we talked about it earlier. The closer you get to the wall, the more downforce this truck is going to make, the faster it's going to go. But he's still, but you see other trucks are going to take
Yeah, Larson not going to get fourth that time. And he still has Hamrick all over him.
prevent him possibly getting all the way to the fence. He's got to pass these trucks, but he's no one that can get closer to the wall than Kyle Larson.
And the crazy part is, these walls are, they're kind of tweaked. The entry into one has this.
Well, what's the next truck race? Like when?
Kyle is able to.
Oh yeah, well they're not racing Martinsville. I think the next race is Bristol. Yeah, Bristol. That's right. Yeah, Bristol. Yeah.
Race next weekend?
No, not at Martinsville. They don't. Never mind. I think
Well, they're race this weekend.
the trucks don't race next week.
Oh, that's good cars.
No.
Just going down the straight, maybe the draft of Tyler Anchor.
Where's the next race at?
Huh?
Where's the next cup race at?
Martinsville. Kyle Larson's still trying to go up to fourth, which he was really just like in 20th, like 20 laps ago. So he still has Daniel Hamrick all over him, so he can't really do much with it.
If I'm Corey Heim, I'm a nervous wreck about my truck shutting off. You're in the lead, close to the second lead. Things are looking okay. 7 laps to go. You can lose that second lead where that thing's shutting off very quickly. And Lane Riggs is keeping the pressure on. He's done a good job. He's driven away from Ross Chastain by a second. He's hanging there.
Oh, I know this one's about to go. Watch is, Mom, just go ahead and watch as Tony Brightinger tries to hold up Lane Riggs. Just go ahead and watch. I can guarantee it's gonna happen. I know that Heim probably has the rest of the back. Watch as Brightinger tries to just hold up Heim as much as possible. Because I can guarantee it's gonna happen. Larson is now up to fourth. I don't think he's gonna catch Heim, but by God, if he might not, he might actually get up to a podium before this thing's over. Ankrum now gonna go in and break Larson's ankles. He's gonna take fourth right back. It probably won't be for long because Larson's been ripping the fence horrifically. Yeah, so Ankrum did take it just there back for just a little moment. But Larson now back up to fourth. And he's about to take third here in a moment because Ross Chastain's right in front of him. So now, Kyle Larson back up to third with 5 laps to go.
He knows that he can't waste any time. He knows his truck is the best at the top of the racetrack, and he just went right up there.
I don't think he's gonna have enough time to catch Heim though. I'm pretty sure I think third's as far as he's gonna go.
He's pretty far back.
4 laps to go here for Corey Heim until he can pick up win number 3, which would make 3 wins in the first 4 races. Which also means that Kyle Busch is the only other winner this season. And Corey Heim, his engine just shut off again. And now Kyle Larson has a chance to win probably because now he's gonna be God Almighty. And now Kyle Larson's up to second. Yes, it's about to get stupid. 3 laps to go for Lane Riggs, but he has to try to hold off Kyle Larson. Yes, that's the reason why I'm not supposed to speak early on these deals. The question is, will Larson absolutely step on his wiener again? Could it possibly happen twice in one race? I think the problem here, though, is that Riggs is like running the same exact line as Larson. That might be the problem. I mean, he's moving, though. Larson's definitely going to get him by the white flag. Crap, he might already have him. Kyle Larson all over the back of Lane Riggs. He's going to dive low, and Kyle Larson that's made like 20 laps has went from the back to the lead. Coming to the white flag here for Kyle Larson. Lane Riggs gonna dive back low. I don't even know how, but Kyle Larson's went from like 20th to the lead in the span of 20 laps. White flag in the air for Kyle Larson. He literally even stepped on his own goddamn meat, and he's still somehow gonna find a way to win. I feel like you're not gonna get that many other places. Even after pulling off the biggest hung money moment of the year, he's gonna come off of turns 3 and 4. I don't even understand it. But from like 22nd to the lead, Kyle Larson is going to win at Homestead, Miami. You know, he restarted 22nd, and he still won the race. Mother of God and all that's holy. I don't... Well, he's went 1 for 3 this week. By the way, the only 2 people that have been able to beat Corey Haim this year have been named Kyle, by the way. I just want to go ahead and say that real quick. You're not going to get that many other places besides this. We all know Larson's going to end up stepping on his beat once or twice before this year's over. Or at least before this weekend's over. I don't understand a lot of things that we've seen here this week. And he still has 2 races to go this week, which, I mean, I don't know.
I bet that old man's happy. Frank.
Yeah, unless he left before after it.
He gave away a lot of races early in his career, hitting the wall, trying to get good. And now he's for all that time. Yeah, and I feel like this is one of those places where young Kyle Larson, back in around 2014, was really recognized. He came here at under Chip Ganassi's stable in the truck race, put on the show, and so now you did the same thing.
I still don't think you're going to see that in many other goddamn places. I just don't. I don't get it. He literally restarted 22nd with like 30 to go, but he still won the freaking race. You know, as much crap as I give him, I don't think there's many drivers that can do something like that. I know it's a truck race, and I know it's easier for Cup guys to win, but he wrecked, went to the back, and still won the freaking race. Corey Haim probably had that in the bag if his truck would have just worked for him. I mean, that's just ridiculous. He's only made 16 starts of the truck series. Did he not run a full season? Or am I wrong?
Got clear them, and then I'm not sure what happened to the 11, but that was for sure. I don't think I would have gotten to him. Obviously, I would have gotten to second probably, but it would have been tough to get to him. But that last run was a lot of fun. So thanks to Spark Motorsports, thanks to Rick Hendrick and HendrickCars.com for letting me come have some fun tonight. This was definitely fun. You learned a lot too, I think. So yeah, look forward to the rest of the weekend. Yeah, the question everybody has now: how is this next week? I don't know. Gonna be guys like you, so that's gonna be tough. But I don't know. I felt like the truck race was probably gonna be the toughest to win. You know, just I'm not that experienced in them. The runs are typically shorter, and I feel like I need long runs like that last one to get going. So I feel better about Xfinity and Cup, but the
just gets tougher and tougher as you get on in the weekend. So we'll see, but off to a good start, so we'll try. Congratulations, Kyle.
This very also could be a case of that son of a gun is definitely gonna fail inspection. Because I know Larissa could go from the back to the front pretty dang easily, but you know I don't know, that one might have been a little too sketchy. I don't know. It is Kyle Larson though, so yeah, I'm getting the heck out of here. That might have honestly been one of the best drives I've ever seen though. That was if his truck wasn't illegal, then that might have been one of the best drives I've seen in some time. I don't care what series it is. That was some crazy crap. He went from 22nd to the lead in 30-something laps. Not many drivers can do that. I don't even like Kyle Lewis all that much, but I have to admit that was some crazy crap. I know it's a truck race, but I feel like after stepping on your own meat that badly, I don't think you should be anywhere near the front of the field. I'm getting the heck out of here. So Kyle Lewis with the win. Love y'all. Peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the Xfinity race. So Kyle Lewis is probably also going to whoop the field if he does. Yeah, I was about to say if he doesn't step on his own meat, but you know he did it tonight. He still won. So I guess there's already no point. Okay, I'm getting the heck out of here. Peace.